Russia hated the weather. One part of it is on fire, the other is covered with snow and frost in May. In Surgut, the thermometer dropped to -9, -13 degrees below zero. Wind speed yesterday reached 32 meters per second. Residents are asked to take precautions. Pedestrians are advised to stay away from unstable structures, tall trees, billboards and power lines. Drivers are advised to be careful on the road, observe the speed limit and, if possible, refuse to travel outside the city. Buses were blown off the road in Surgut by a strong wind. Transport skidded literally out of the blue. He suddenly headed to the right and landed straight into the sidewalk. Sometime later, a car that tried to leave the yard collided with him. Apparently, there were few passengers on the regular bus. After the collision, only a few people went out into the street. Almost an hour later, 2 more buses were blown away in the same section. The synchronicity of their movements can only be envied. And the passengers of these flights, to sympathize. 2 buses, having gone into an uncontrolled slip, collided with a curb. The passengers of the flight were forced to go outside and walk, or wait for the next bus. The main part of the accident is driving into a ditch due to weather conditions, the press service of the police said. Until weather conditions improve, there is a speed limit, up to 70 kilometers per hour, on the section 11 to 28 kilometers of the Ugra Highway, Kandy-Mansisk region, the department notes. It is forbidden to use summer tires on the 17 to 91 kilometers section of the Surgut-Lyontar Highway, as well as on the 846 to 953 kilometers section of the Gumen-Kandy-Mansisk Highway. A snowstorm that covered the county's cities paralyzed traffic. There are dozens of accidents on the roads, flights are delayed at Surgut Airport, and residents share photos and videos of the consequences on social networks. Residents of Kovalim and Naftayagansk have restricted the movement of all modes of transport due to bad weather. Wet snow, snowstorm, wind gusts up to 25 to 30 meters per second are predicted. At the same time, the authorities will not cancel mass events associated with the Victory Day in World War II, despite the weather, thereby contradicting the requirements for the safety of people on the street. A country of double standards and concepts.